Welcome to the first edition of the injury report for the 2021 season, brought to you by AIA Vitality. I'm Kev White, High Performance Manager of Collingwood, and taking over the mantle from Jeff Walsh, who's handed me the baton. So hopefully keep you entertained, as well as keeping the injury list short and sweet this year. To start things off, some good news. A couple of boys under injury clouds last week. So we had Braden Maynard with a shin contusion, was off legs last week and didn't train. Had a flush run over the weekend, ticked off a run this morning. Will full train on Tuesday and it's available for selection. Tay Adams, he's completed his return to play from his hamstring strain 6 weeks ago. Tay had a near seamless progression into the football programme, rounded off by a really strong performance in our intra-club last week. Ticked off his max velocity running and again will main train Tuesday and available selection this week. Some of the boys in rehab now. We'll start with those that are unavailable this week for the round one action. So we've got the finger crew, which is Marky Keane and Reece McInnes. So Mark Keane got his button out of his finger. Both had similar injuries to Jordy De Goey from last season. So usually looking at that 8 to 12 week return to play Mark. So Mark Keane rejoined the football programme last week. We'll spend this week transitioning to full contact and tackling and be available round 2 for selection. Reece McInnes, who done his a week later than Mark, obviously will follow a 1 week timeline that's pushing him out to round 3. So Reece will have his button out of his finger on Thursday, end up transitioning into full football, full contact next week, and hope to be available for selection round 3 AFL. Moving on, Steele Sidebottom came out of that Richmond game with a minor calf strain. So with Steele, given the fact that he had missed a lot of the season last year and is now an older athlete and a leader of the club, decided to be a little bit conservative with Steele's injury, so we're working back from a round 2 return to play. Steele had a really strong run on Friday, and we'll go through a Monday, Wednesday, Friday rehab program this week. Well, he'll finish off the week with a high volume football session on Friday and take off max velocity running and full train next Monday to be available for selection round 2. The last one then is Will Kelly. So Will Kelly obviously had that AC joint injury in the Richmond game. Initial fears would be that he'd be missing for a lengthy period, but we're expecting a timeline of around 5 weeks. So Will at this stage is looking at a round 3 to round 4 return AFL week. At the minute he's non-contact football this week, builds up through full contact next week and then available selection the week after. So all in all, pretty short injury list, and let's hope 2021 is pretty successful on the injury front. So let's get a win on Friday, kick off the season well, and it's going to be great to have a crowd back at the MCG again. Go Pies!